Hi there, it's Vicky from Brightened Mind, and today we're going to be talking about another book haul. Check this out. Welcome to my library series and book haul. Today we're doing this video in my home library, one of my favorite places I love to be in, and we're going to talk about the books that I got on my haul today. Now, if you're new to this channel, I give tips on how to brighten your mind, to brighten your life, to brighten your world. And brightening your mind, meaning more positive mindset, more mindset training, being mindful and just taking day by day, living the best life you can live. The first book I got in this haul is called Psychic Powers. Unlock your natural intuition. And when it comes to psychic powers, some people think it's magic, it's make-believe. But when it comes to psychic powers, it's quite interesting. A nicer term and more acceptable term is intuition. And when I saw this book, it really caught my eye. Not so much because of the colors, which are beautiful, but the natural intuition got me right there. Really cool things in this book. And there's one thing that's in this book that's multi-sensory. Perception, in which all of our senses work together to provide us a complete picture of what's going on in our environment. A lot of cool things. Another thing was, it said in here, using your psychic skills, inner abilities such as imagination, creativity, inner senses, you can use visualization techniques to travel backward and forward in time. Very interesting. See the rewriting the past visualization. So many cool lines in here, and I haven't completely finished the book, but when I do, I'm going to be providing 3 to 5 best ideas on this book. Stay tuned. The next thing I got, not so much a book, but it was in the bookstore. Daily routines to activate your joy naturally. The happiness chemicals. Daily routines to achieve joy naturally. If you can see here, they have them in categories. Serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, endorphins. And if you're not aware of what these are, they're the feel-good hormones in your body that can occur naturally. And all of these are the natural ways of how they can occur. And there's really cool photos and pictures of what's in here. And it's really cool cards, a deck card on how you can achieve these certain hormones. Under the dopamine section, there's Just Breathe. Under oxytocin, there's Sing. So I thought it was such a cool card deck. I've already used a few of these going through the card deck and just picking out what you are feeling down that day. And serotonin is the mood stabilizer, oxytocin, the love hormone, dopamine, the reward chemical, and endorphins, the pain relievers. Happiness chemicals. And the next thing I got is I Can Do Anything, another deck card. It's more about daily affirmations on your awesomeness. There's cool pictures in here. There's amazing quotes. I love how they had the images of the tropical leaves and different cool quotes. I love deck cards. So cool. So if you're thinking of like even just anything you want to read, for example, I am free of negativity. It's cool. And on the other side of it, it says, worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. It's amazing it's pretty cool to hold this in your hand. Just having the feeling of mass in your hand, especially with books, complete game changer. That is the deck card, the card deck. I Can Do Anything. The next book I got are the 3 Japanese Buddhist monks. And this book is about 3 different monks during the medieval time. It's quite interesting. It is ancient text translated, and there's already good information I've got in this book. It was like, again, I was in a bookstore and it popped out at me. I wasn't even looking for this book. I mentioned in previous book hauls, when you're in a bookstore or a library and a book just pops out, It's the universe saying this is something you got to read, or the higher self saying something you got to look into in this book. Maybe not be now, it might not be now, but in the future. And it's quite interesting. Lot of good, I like this cool text at the front here. Pretty cool. And yeah, another haul. I will be doing my 3 to 5 book ideas on this book, so stay tuned. The next book is such a cool book. It really resonates with me. Book love, and I'm sure it resonate with a lot of you as well. It goes into different comic strips about someone loving books, someone going to the bookstore looking for one item and picking up 10. Someone so excited for a book coming on its way. And reading it, I'm sure all you book lovers out there would love to see different ideas. That's awesome. Books plus. Look at all this information. So cool. So I highly recommend this to any book lover. It's an awesome book. I can read it over and over. Just the comics really resonates. Book love. The next book is called The Silva Mind Control Method, the revolutionary program by the founder of the world's most famous mind control course. And I've read this book in the past, quite in depth. I've taken the meditations, one of the best meditations. And it's interesting how this author, I'm going to talk about my 5 best ideas when I create a book, a video on it. And this is, I would totally recommend this book. It's especially the meditation on its own. But Jose Silva, the quick synopsis on it is that he was a radio salesman from Mexico, and he discovered how different radio waves affects different levels of your brain through alpha, beta, and theta. And yeah, it's quite interesting. And it having to program your mind and using different meditation, it connects you with your higher self, or the higher being / universe. Really good book. I totally recommend this one. And look out for my 3 to 5 best ideas soon. The next book is called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. And again, I was not looking for this book in the store. I was actually looking for the Silva Mind Control book that you just saw. And this came up, and it's cool. It's black and white. It's simple. It's simple to read. I think the reason why it's black and white is just because there's so simplicity. It's cool tips that you can read. Like, for example, like chapter 19, the little things you don't realize are affecting how you feel about your body. And it goes through different ways of how that's doing it. And it's quite cool book. I'm already liking it so far. Stay tuned for my 3 to 5 best ideas on this. So that's my book haul for today. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and to remember, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to be notified on more book hauls in my library series. See you on the next video.